Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Sasha. Let's begin by sitting on our mat and taking a few deep breaths. Close your eyes, feel your hands on your knees and lengthen through your spine. Exhale through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly, following your breath till it ends. Curl the corners of your mouth up. As smiling releases the facial muscles. Take your hands together and give them a nice rub. And let's place our hands over our eyes. And soften our forehead. And soften our eyes. Soften our jaw. Breathe into the space in your head, this infinite space, merging with the space around you. Take the world in and send your breath out into the world. When you're ready, let's take your palms to your knees. Hi again, I'm Sasha, and if you were following the first two videos in our series, then you remember that we started from a place of love and we worked into bringing ourselves into a deeper collaboration and partnership between our body and our breath and ourself and our environment. Now it's time to get into the details, because everything that we do has a wisdom to it and has rules that govern it. If you think about cooking to mechanics, to language, to raising kids, and bringing that back to our body, every system in the world is governed by rules. And when we get into the fine details and we tune into the exacting principles, following the guidelines, then that gives us a discipline. In yoga, we call it tapas. It is literally translated as austerity or seriousness, but I would suggest that we embrace the attitude of discipline, because ultimately it will allow for a way larger and more fabulous expression down the line after we get it right. So let's begin on our mats. We're going to start on all fours. You remember that we can use the blanket under our knees. Okay. Yeah, make sure that you're in the center. Root through 10 fingers and track your shoulders over your wrists. Very good. Now drop your tailbone, drop your hairline down towards the mat, and press your ribs away from your hands. This will bring your spine into a curve. Deep breath into the belly. Exhale from the belly. Drop the head down. Very good. This stretches the back ribs. And then when we come back to a neutral spine, we've been to both extremes, and now we know how it feels to be centered. Sides of the waist long, and pull your ears towards the front of your mat. Bring your knees together, and then point your right foot, point your toes, and have the back of your knee tracking the ceiling. We're going to pulse up 8 times. Inhale as we come up, and exhale as we move down. This is 3. 6, good. Pull the belly in. 7, precise. 8, good. 9, pull the belly in. 10, good. Very nice. That was great. So you see how we're being precise. We're drawing straight lines through the room. Take your right foot back and press your toes down into the mat. Press your heels back and come into your forearms. Interlacing your fingers, we're going to roll the shoulders back and gaze forward. Take a moment to mentally prepare. Press back and feel your Achilles tendon stretch, muscles in the backs of your shin. After you pull the belly in, created that stability, you can take your left foot back towards your right and press both heels back. So this is tapas. This is energy building. We're disciplined. We're creating effort. And even though this is challenging physically, our attitude can be positive and say, you know what, like I'm doing this for me. And this is making me stronger, and it is making me stronger. A lot of shoulder stability, quads, core, everything about this. Deep breath in and extend, lengthen, And try to tighten up every muscle in your body. Very good. Drop your left knee, press your right heel back, and then good. Come back onto tabletop. Ha! Good. Now enjoy the drills while they last, because ultimately it's about God is in the details. Good. Point your left toes. Track your left foot behind your hips. Lift and lower like you're drawing a straight line behind you. And take care here not to rock your hips out to the side. We don't want any internal or external rotation. We just want to have an extension. Good. So extend, lift, breathe. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the ears, and pull the shoulders away from the ears. This is 8. This is 9. Good. Draw a straight line, and then place your toes on the mat, push back, and come down into your forearms. Pressing the floor away from you, we're going to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Now, I want to suggest that we soften our eyes. So our eyes don't need to be working so hard. And when we soften our eyes, it softens our attitude. And we can chill out even though we're working hard. It's not a good way to be. Right foot to your left, press the heels back, round forward. Good. Good work, everybody. Deep breathing into the chest. Expanding the ribs, press away from the floor. We're getting stronger. We're getting stronger. Yes. Strength comes from discipline. You can't be strong unless you're disciplined and you have control over your mind. And what we're doing now is we're controlling the body to inform the mind. Press away, inhale. Exhale, drop the left knee. Bring the right knee in. Very good. And sit on your shins. Shoulder rolls back. Fantastic. Let's face the long side of the mat. Take your blanket to the center and place both hips. A few options here. So your left hand is tracking in line with your hip, and both knees are stacked over each other, so make sure that you're not sliding anywhere. The same goes for your ankles and feet. Okay? All right, so we're going to bring our right hand to our hip, lengthen through the crown of your head, and then press the floor away from you. So you can lift your hips up. This is modified side plank. You can lift your hand up. Another thing you can do, I want to show you a few options, and you'll decide what works for you, even if that means you pause the video. You can take your right leg over your left, straighten the left leg, and then press your body up. So this is there's more leverage here. Again, this is toning our obliques anyway. We're getting the benefits. And another option you can do is a full expression, Vasishtasana, side plank, ankles, knees, hips, press up, and gaze up. Good. And enjoy. Enjoy the beauty of this pose. There's a lot of expression here. And you see how when we're precise, then we can express. If you want more challenge, you can go into a starfish. You can lift your right foot over your left. Find your stability. Lift higher if you're there. Good. Wherever you are, slowly lower your hips towards the mat. Nice, Ush. Very nice. We'll stay here for now. Lift your left hand up. Bring your index finger to your thumb and then cross across the body. Good. Rolling our shoulders back, we're going to take our right hand behind our tailbone and then press the back of your left hand into the knee and then press your right hand into the floor. Raise up and then twist. Use the left hand against the knee to get a deeper rotation. Pulling the belly in. Exhale, twist. Good. Stay where you are and find that stability in the hips. See this chin mudra. Mudra is an attitude expressed through our hands. And this is also a creation of a circle that helps us find more harmony and wholeness in the details, remember? Inhale, swivel back. When we move into a contraction, our muscles soak up a lot of blood because we create a demand. And then when we're doing the other side. When we release the pose, think about you soaked something, you soaked it, and then when you release the pose, it rushes out and the blood goes back into the stream and it feels good. In any case, bringing oxygen is fantastic for our muscles and for our whole system. So we're doing good. Press into the right hand, in line with the hip, lift your hips up. Okay, and decide which one of the versions you want to do. This is 1, this is 2, and don't be afraid to experiment. You know, there's many different ways that you can work, and it can also be progressive. So if you do this video once, and then you do it again, and you do it again, so you can move through as you get stronger. See, you can find what's right for you. Lift your hips as high as you can. Good. Good for you. Find a focal point. Sometimes we feel like we're about to fall, and then we're like, no, I didn't fall. I pulled through at the end. Good. Slowly bring your hips back down. Bend your knees, and this time you can separate your knees. It's good if you're a little bit, you're making this little V shape. Chin mudra, reach the right hand up. Lengthen. Find the length before you twist. Crossing over, press, try to get that contact point, and then reach behind your back. Growing tall. Find your breath, and as you exhale, deepen the twist. This belly breath. Very deep. Press the stale air out of your lungs. As you breathe in, you feel the breath move down into your lower back. Inflating your lower back, and then as you exhale, you can lengthen and lift. It's about learning how to work with the breath and how to bring exact technique into your asana practice. So when we breathe properly, it helps our body become more aligned. Add your head to the mix and then slowly move back. That was great. Good for you. Okay. Remove the blanket and place it by your side for the next time. Yogi hands, 10 fingers. Middle fingers line up with the sides of your mat. Why is this important? Because our wrists, if we're bearing weight on our wrists, we want to bear it on the inner parts of our wrists and not on the external. So when our middle fingers are aligned with the sides of our mat, then there's more, it's a better foundation, more equal weight distribution. Press into all 10 knuckles, curl your toes under, and begin to lift your tailbone up. So you feel like you're sticking your tail up in the air. As you pull your belly in, you're going to press away from the floor. Hips are going to come up. Keep your arms straight. Yofi, from here, bend your knees, push back, and then straighten. And take your time. There's no rush. Find what works best for you. Keep your hands, palms of your hands, pads of your fingers rooting down. And your head is being magneted to the floor. Like imagine you have a magnet on the crown of your head and then the magnet, the steel sheet between your hands. Your crown is pulling and your tailbone is reaching back. Bend your knees. Extend. Good. Curl your shoulders. Outer shoulders move in. This keeps us stable. Ready to draw lines in the air? Point your right toes 10 times. Exhale as you move up. Press your left heel down. I know, toning your belly, a lot of things to do, but try to integrate it. This is 8. Keep your knee facing forward. 9, 10. Good. Drop your foot, come down to your knees, and take a child's pose. Ah, I know. You feel like you deserve that, don't you? You probably do. I'll give you that. You can place a blanket under your feet. You can place a block under your hips if you're further away from the floor. Again, props are awesome, and every one of us as yogis should have a good stash of props, blocks, straps, scarf, eye pillows. Oh, eye pillows. Eye pillows are the best. Gaze between your hands. Okay, rocking forward. Again, curling our toes under, pressing the balls of our feet into the mat, growing the crown of our head. Press both hands equally into the mat. Curl the tail. I know there's a lot to remember, but you're doing it. Your body understands. We're following the lines. There's a grid. We're on the grid. Alignment. Heels down, bend the knees. Reach and breathe. Good. When you're ready to settle, press both heels back, crown of the head down, and hips away from the crown. Point the left toes. Exhale. Good. Try to reach as high as you can. You'll feel the right hamstring. That's okay. Good. Ballistic stretching. 7. Good. 9. 10. Fantastic. Press. Lower the knees. Good job. Kneel up on your knees. Again, the blanket could totally be of use here. Reach your hands behind your back and pull the weight of your shoulders back and down. Tone the belly. And then lift the arms a little bit higher. Deep breath in. Pull away. So your shoulder blades are wrapping your back ribs. Drop the tailbone. Fantastic. Smile through the effort. You'll even be able to release more if you smile more. Good. Drop down onto your heels and then fold your upper body over your thighs. Place your forehead on the mat. Okay, so your forehead and your hairline are on the mat. Pulling the belly in, slowly roll onto the crown of your head. What this is going to do is you're going to feel your neck strengthening. So press the floor away. Use your head to press the floor away and deepen the cavity in your mouth. So you feel wide. Walk your knees together. Pull your shoulders down towards your ribs and then away from your ears. This is called rabbit pose. Pull the belly in and then drop your hands using gravity, taking advantage of this force. Deep breath in. Press and lift. Or more, it's press, lift, drop. Pull the belly in. Nice job, everyone. Bring your hands down by your side. Good job. Press back into your heels and sit up one more time. Draw a big circle. Fantastic. Hands to the center of your body. So feel free to practice any of the drills that we did again. You can run this video again and work on some of the poses that we did. A lot of upper body strength and drills and precision with the feet. So tapas, the ability to be disciplined. In yoga, there are no shortcuts. It's about practice, practice, practice. So don't feel bad if you're shaking or if you don't feel like you're there yet or if you're making mistakes. It's really about the practice and it's about the process. So thank you so much for choosing to work with me today. It was exactly what I needed. And I want to suggest that you like, share, and comment below so that I will know what you'd like to work on during our next sessions. I'm going to extend a big thanks to Jerry in Brooklyn, my good friend and student who made this video possible. Thank you for joining me. I'm Sasha. Namaste.